righty, how is everybody? We are here. This is your host, Jeff Davis, in my toy room here, toy and game room. I'm going to talk a little bit about this show. What are you laughing at there, Mark?
I'm just ready for the show.
Mark's over there teasing me with the Spy Hunter. I sold him that I'm going to want back any moment now. So,
all yours, man. I'm just
borrowing. Everybody, if you can comment, and ask questions about the show if you want, if you're on here, and I'll try to answer any questions about the show. I'm gonna start out. I've been working really hard on the show. If you guys saw earlier, I was at the actual venue, and we were getting all the tables ready. I'm going to be picking up a couple celebrity guests, in the morning, and then everything is going to be, we're going to be moving. Okay, I'm going to answer a quick one here, and this has been asked by several people. So just to confirm. Okay, so right now we have, well, first I want to talk about pricing. Everyone that is coming, I have no control over their pricing. That's not the kind of deal that I have with them. Basically, all the pricing is up to the individual guests. And I would say pricing is going to be between $20 and $40, depending on who and what package you get. Everybody that we have is kind of handling their own money. So it has nothing to do with me. I don't have a staff for that. And Sam Jones is confirmed for the show. I'm flying him in first class here from California. Also, I talked to Scott Schwartz this morning about he's flying around the country right now, so he'll be there tomorrow. He always brings toys like a Christmas Story stuff. He'll have like figures, and he'll have like posters, and he'll have pictures of not just him, but in a Christmas Story, but he'll have other stuff. And then we do have I have reconfirmed for the Noah Hathaway, which is from the Neverending Story. I've reconfirmed that with that. He sent me his receipt for his flight. And also I've confirmed with, let's see, Tom Cook, who I also looked at the flight information on that. And so we have that, and then we have a couple late wrestlers. I do have, which one of them I haven't even announced yet because I haven't had time. But we are going to have Marty Jannetty back. I'm not sure who's bringing him, but I need to look into that. And then we're going to have somebody. Let's see. Let me look up the guy. Let me look up his name. His name is let's see, Samurai Sue. But he was sorry guys, I'm gonna look this up real quick because this was a late. Okay, so let's see.
What's up, Carlos?
All right, so Kalisto of former Kalisto, who is formerly of the WWE, is coming. He's now at Samurai del Sol. And he's supposed to be there on Sunday, but I haven't talked to them, so I'm not 110% on that. So, but anyway, so that's the guest list. One thing I will say about the guests, or the things that we're having, the rain is affecting some of what I had planned. So I had planned again to have cars at the show. Now we still may get some cars inside, but I had planned on having vehicles inside, including the DeLorean Time Machine, and which I need, and then the Bandit Trans Am and a Smokey and the Bandit Sheriff car. And actually, we're going to have a Hot Wheels Corvette inside that was all decked out in Hot Wheels. And then we're going to have a full display of themed cars outside. And most of those guys have canceled based on they think that it's going to like pour rain on Saturday. So a lot of these guys, car-wise, have canceled. So if you see some holes at the venue, those are places where I was going to have cars inside. And then, and you know, I had planned on having cars outside, so we may still have that, but I can't guarantee that, you know, at all. So okay, so based on you know what I'm looking at the weather right now, it looks like Saturday and Sunday will not be as bad, like our friend Carlos has mentioned, and it's really going to be a tomorrow thing. Into maybe Saturday morning, or if at all the morning. So right now there's only a 24% chance of rain on there. So okay, so let's go ahead and I'm gonna thank Margaret here, who's a vendor of ours. She's
That's a great one.
Yeah. So we are doing a time change, and that is 1 hour backward. 1 hour backward. Okay. 1 hour back on Sunday. So again, like all of our other shows, the show starts at 9 a.m. and on Saturday it closes at 4 p.m. So if you come before noon, the cost is $15. If you come after noon, it's $10. This is the largest show that we have put on. I mean, this
lots of stuff,
and I'm gonna show the venue. This is the brochure from the state fair. From the state fair, just to give you guys an idea. Let me go ahead and see if I can get rid of this so I can make it a little bit bigger for you. Okay. And well, maybe I should have stuck with what I had. Okay. So you'll see that this is the building that, you know, they've given us, and it is 50,000 square feet. That is, if you guys went to the show in October last month over there in Kissimmee, this is double the size of that building, technically. What we're going to do with the space a little bit is we have more booths in the front, as you can see from the photos that I posted earlier. So we have people that have 10 by 10 booths. We have a lot of new people that I've been talking to for months about setting up, and they just haven't been able to do it. They've either been at another location or you know, they've just, you know, they've been into you know, other things. So if you look at here on the brochure, it says under 10 by 10 booths, 220 is what fits in this space. Now, what we're doing is we've got booths in the front, and then we got our rows of tables toward, you know, the second half of the room. And then in the back, we have a full, in the back, we have a full area of Hot Wheels and a die cast. We have at least about 12 tables back there of Hot Wheels, all die cast. Matchbox, we have people coming with an older Matchbox collection that's all strictly Matchbox. We have red lines for those people that are looking for red lines. The same guy has, if you watch my video, he was in Kissimmee, but he has prototype cars. We have, like, let's see, about 8 or 9 tables of slot car stuff, including a slot car track, a Circle 8 track of something that I hope to post tomorrow.
That's
Picture
awesome.
of.
That'll be fun.
I mean, it's going to be, there's power back there, so there's going to be like live racing. And then we also, I need to reconfirm with that guy, but we're supposed to have a 50-foot Hot Wheels track for, you know, kids or anybody that wants to like race their car down like a Hot Wheels track. So we're using some of the space back there. The fact that we have all the space, we're going to have for different things, but it is definitely full.
Yeah.
And then the other big thing that we're going to have that we were really really cool in. And hey, Steve is the one bringing the Hot Wheels track. So I'm gonna get with him and make sure that he's up to date on where he needs to show up and everything. Let's see. And we'll come back to that Hot Wheels thing. So the other thing that we're going to have, and I'll come back to some of these comments. So again, if you have a comment or question, I'll be looking over some of these and all that. So anyway, we also are going to have a 30 by 60 area where the Lego group, Tampa Bay area or Central Florida area Lego group is going to be coming in to the show, and they're going to be setting up a huge Lego display, including like a city with a train, Star Wars, the space stuff, like other town stuff, just a whole different areas, like 20 tables in the back. It's a 30 by 60 area that we're building this Lego thing in the back, and that's going to be over here on the dresser where it says dressing room. They'll be like in front of that stuff. So
that'll be really cool.
Okay. And there is concessions. Just so if anyone's curious about that, there is concessions at the show. So there'll be food in there and everything. And then we also will have pinball machines. These are brand new stuff that just came out in the last year. Let's say pinball is really hot. I personally have 3. I'll be getting my 4th one sometime soon. So if you guys see me go into the little shop of games over there in Wesley Chapel, that's where I get my stuff. So, but they're going to be there set up with 3 or 4 games, and they're free to play. You can play while you're out, including the brand new, just came out like literally in the last 3 weeks, the new Godzilla pinball machine, which is really cool. They're going to be bringing the pro version. Okay, so let me go ahead and I'll go ahead and come back to some comments here. And, so like I said, we're going to have things that we haven't had before. I just want to talk a little bit more about things that we don't normally see at our shows that you're going to see at this show. So, and then I'll go over some of these comments here. So we're going to have Pokemon cards. There's going to be several vendors with Pokemon cards. And we have at least one vendor that's all they do is Pokemon cards. So they're going to have some really good Pokemon cards. We're going to have Star Wars cards. We have a guy that has full sets. If you're into Star Wars and you want, actually, I'm going to show off some cards that I got from the guy here in just a minute. We'll come back to that after I'll let Mark show off some of his stuff. So we're going to have Star Wars cards, including stickers, stuff that's, from the 80s. That's like full sets of stuff. Those have become hot. We're going to have, and Mark has some that he'll be bringing. We're going to have wrestling cards.
I'll bring sports cards as well. I'll bring some basketball, some Michael Jordan type stuff. People usually
there'll be a couple starting lineup figures.
Yep.
We'll have that.
Yep.
We'll have let's see, other stuff that you don't normally see. We're gonna have Disney pins. We have about 5 tables of Disney or pins and Disney oriented like collectibles. We have at least 2 vendors of that. We have, let's see, Stitch guy is coming back. He was with us in July. Now, one thing since I'm bringing up July, if you guys came to July, the biggest complaint obviously was that it was hot. And so what we did is that's one of the reasons why we went to this building that we're in this weekend, is because I wasn't sure. I wanted everybody to be as comfortable as possible. So we went ahead and got an even bigger space, which I just am blown away that we have the vendors to fill it. But we do. We're using now certainly about 20 tables of that is Lego, but the rest of it, we've got about 200 tables of stuff in this, which is just mind-boggling to me, that we have that many toys.
I'm going to be busy shopping too.
Huh? What's that?
I want to be busy shopping too.
Yeah. I always buy stuff. So let me go ahead and bring up our friendly Mass. Thank you, Michael, for 2 good questions here. Masks are not required at the fairgrounds, so it is up to you. It's up to you and what decision you want to make. I will not be wearing masks, but customers, there will be vendors that will. There will be customers that will, and it's all up to you. It's not a requirement at the fairgrounds. They go by state guidelines, and so I just wanted to mention that. Let's see. This is a vendor question, but this is kind of an obvious thing. Of course, I'm going to have the bay door open when people are, if it's raining. Okay. Let's see. So I don't have really any other questions and stuff. So what we'll do is we're gonna okay, awesome. Thank you for Mike for asking those great questions. All right, so let's see. So we're gonna go to our buddy over here, Mr. Spy Hunter. I told him he probably put a credit on there because it's blinking red.
So this will be the first item for sale at the show. Spy Hunter, beautiful. I'm kidding, Jeff.
Get out of here.
Jeff, I'm kidding. What are you bringing?
One other thing that somebody just brought up, okay, that I get asked quite a bit is, can you buy early bird tickets on Saturday morning? Can you buy the tickets online at the door? And I want to, again, to stress that you can buy tickets at the door. Personally, I do not want to promote online tickets because of a couple different reasons. These big companies that I happen to use at Eventbrite for the tickets, which we'll be making changes. And someone else just asked a good question, but we're going to be making some changes on the ticketing in the next year. We have our own ticketing system that we're working on, but we don't currently promote online tickets, and that is because Eventbrite does charge you a fee added to the ticket cost for the convenience of doing that. And then the other thing is that they have some rules in the back end from a vendor perspective that I don't. And let's see. We're going to talk a little bit about Carlos should be coming on to this video is what they should be doing, right?
Scared.
Right, Mark?
Scared.
See, unfortunately, our vendors are scared to be on camera. I have no idea why, but I'm going to try to show you as much as I can. So, all right.
But they like chiming in while we're on camera.
Right. Okay. So this is another good question. Is it permitted to bring stuff in to possibly trade with vendors? Okay, so we had a little bit of issue. We had a little bit of issue with that last show. I'm gonna go ahead and again leave that up, and I'm going to talk about that right now. We can bring you on, Carlos. Give me a minute here. I'll share this with you. I can share something with you.
Here we go.
Hold on. We can bring Carlos on. What do you think?
Yeah.
We'll bring him on in just a minute. Let's see.
Did Jason send you a message? He was chiming in.
Oh, he was? I'm going to answer the question here in a minute. I'm going to add a couple people.
That's a great question that's a great cliffhanger question. Oh, Carlos, you're sitting there. Come on.
Oh, anyway, it doesn't matter. I told him if he wants to join, he can. So anyway, all right. So as far as trading, okay, so keep in mind that we're not a sneaker show. We're not a pop show. This is very different than the sneaker and pop show that I don't personally have a problem. I don't personally have a problem with people trading. I don't personally have any problems with people really bringing in one or two items or whatever to trade. But what happens is I have to protect, as the show host, I have to protect my vendors. They paid. Without my vendors, I would not have a show. Okay, I want to stress that. Without the vendors, we would not have a show. And so if vendors pay money to have a space, okay, at the show, and then they don't make any money because what we've done is we've let people in with stuff to sell, as they walk around, then from my perspective, those vendors will not re-sign with me to do another show. The reason why we're able to put on a show with 50,000 square feet is because the vendors come. We have a good reputation of putting on a good show and being vendor oriented, and we're customer oriented. We want to find the best. We want to find the best stuff, the best vendors with the best stuff. Now, we don't always get everybody that we want. People are not available. For example, some of our vendors that we've had are up in New Hampshire this weekend. We have vendors from South Florida that we haven't gotten back. We have vendors from New Jersey that we haven't been able to get back because they're busy, the gas costs, there's a lot of other things. But a lot of my time going forward, now that COVID is let's say mostly not gone away, because that was, it's still a thing, but
yeah,
I'm going to be focusing on getting better vendors, making the show as good as I can. Over the last year, it's been show craziness. And so we're going to have some changes that we're going to be making next year. We're going to have a full schedule of shows, starting with Bradenton in January. And then I'm planning on going to South Florida next year. And we're going to probably try to put something on in Ocala. I don't know when and where that is, just so you guys know. But we're gonna and we may give up some shows. Maybe we won't do a bunch of Orlandos. Maybe we'll do one or two or something like that. So we are going to be making some changes. But so if you want to bring something, if you want to trade something, what I suggest you do is you bring it in your car. You come into the show, because once you have a wristband, you can come in and out of the show as much as you want. You come into the show, you bring your phone, and you show off what you have. If you have a small bag or small item, or a couple items, and you want to bring them in for trade, that's fine. But we are not going to allow people to bring a tote in, a big bag in, or anything like that. You're going to be, I'm going to say, no, you can't bring that stuff in. It's just not what happened. Again, what our goal is certainly our vendors want leads for new stuff. And I would like to, I'm a toy collector. Obviously, you see, I buy toys. So I mean, I'm somebody that wants those leads also. But we want to protect our vendors, and so we kind of discourage bringing in big items or big totes of stuff and stuff like that. I mean, and today with smartphones and everything, you can show any vendor what you have in the car. They can walk out and meet with you and all that stuff if you really want to trade.
You can carry a blue snaggletooth in. I mean, in one hand. That's acceptable.
Yeah.
Come to my booth right up front. That happens.
Right. Hey, I'll be in front, hopefully, and I'll get it before you. You said blue snaggletooth?
That was completely joking, everybody.
Okay. All right. So while we're waiting, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let Mark talk a little bit about what he's bringing to the show. He is Mark's been Mark Moriarty. He's been on our videos, on my videos here before.
Collector like Jeff.
Right. And he always brings different stuff to every show. Carlos says he has a yak face.
No, Carlos is saying go to his booth if you have a yak face.
Oh, okay. Okay, what do you got first up here, Mark?
That's a 80 plus.
Okay, so we're going to talk graded stuff. So what graded stuff are you bringing?
This is one.
Okay, we're gonna start with graded. So that is a what?
That is a Luke Stormtrooper.
Yeah,
Last
make sure you tell people what it is. So, so this would be like a Kenner Star Wars. What year would that have come out? Does it say?
Oh man, you're putting me on the spot. I don't know, 85 maybe.
Oh, well, I want to educate people. On
Carlos, come on, man, jump in. What was the Power of the Force? 85 maybe.
Yeah.
Sacrilege.
Okay.
I don't know that.
The other guy says I buy vinyl Cape Jawas. So does SC Taylor buy vinyl Cape. Okay, so you got that's a snakes.
Version 2 Snake Eyes from 85.
Yep. Okay.
And it's a CAS 85 plus. That'll be at my table.
Okay. Cool.
And what do we got here, man? Let's see. This Beachhead is 85.
Cool. Wow.
Bringing some stuff that may possibly, this isn't a graded case, but it's not graded as of yet. This is a Secret Wars black costume Spider-Man.
Okay, so is that Snake from the last submission, Mark?
It was. Yes.
Timing wise.
One of the last things I got back. Yeah.
Okay. One of the last things you got ahead. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Your beach. Yeah, I've seen that. That's really nice. You should bring it.
He says he might sell, but Carlos doesn't come to a lot of shows. Maybe you should bring it now.
Right. We got a Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Alex from Bits and Buttons, who is coming to the show, says he's got a carded yak face.
Yeah, he brings good stuff usually too.
Wow. They got a double booth, guys. Just so you know, so Bits and Buttons from South Florida has got two booths, like a 20 by 10 at our show. They've only set up one little table one time, and that was just an ad hoc thing. So they're going to be there with.
He has a lot of good stuff. Yep.
Yeah, he says we will have a ton of graded merch. Hopefully, he's going to be bringing a bunch of that stuff. Speaking of graded, we will have both Alpha, Omega services, certification services, and they will be doing comics, and they will be doing cards, and I think they do toys also for CAS, but CAS will also be there in person.
Yeah.
So if you have questions for them, you have submissions for them, you can bring those toys in for grading, certainly from the front. All right, let's see. What else you got? Okay, do you know much about this? A Pretender Classic Starscream that looks 90s.
Yeah, it's actually pretty decent, though. It's been open, but everything's in there. Nice condition. I'll be bringing a lot of box Transformers like that in. I didn't know if you wanted to discuss this at all.
No, we don't want to discuss. We're moving. That's sold.
Okay. Well, here's the other Optimus Prime.
Okay. Regular old Optimus Prime. Okay.
Yeah, this is the version 2 in the box. All the stickers, unused contents, the whole thing. Try to freshen it up and bring some different stuff.
Okay.
We got some.
Those are cool, man.
Yeah, some knockoff Street Fighters. Mr. Joey Rulo.
Yeah, no. Okay, so those are Street Fighter figures. How big are those? Those are about what, 6 inches?
About 9 or 10.
9 or 10 inches. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, and they have like cloth.
Yeah.
They have like cloth clothing on. Now those are pretty cool looking.
Yep. So I'll have those.
Any idea who made those? Those are like bootleg or something?
Yeah. Yeah, there is a brand. Like I said, Joey Rulo gave me the info on them. He sent me I don't remember what it's called. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
What else are you bringing? What do you got?
I'll be paused. I'll let you think about that. Okay. And then, all right. So Alicia is on here and she says she's never been to a toy fair. Do they have Lego to purchase or trade? Yes, we will have. Not only will we have a full display of Legos, of 30 by 60 display of Legos set up, Lego sets that you can't buy, but they will be there. we're going to have at least 4 or 5 actual vendors that are going to be selling Legos, anything from loose, just straight loose Legos to full sets. We got like
lots of minifigures, lots of individual minifigures
that we're going to have at the show. All of those will be for sale. We have several vendors with Lego sets for sale. So if you're interested in that, and so our show is based on more for a collector market, but at the same time, because stuff is kind of hard to come by right now, we have everything from, typically I tell people we don't have a lot of 60s, maybe even some 70s stuff. We do have some stuff, which I'm one of a couple pieces I'll show here that I have, but that I'll be putting out on probably Mark's table or whatever. But anyway,
draw them in, man. Got to draw them in.
Right. But typically we have stuff that is from the 70s to today, because of the market that we kind of focus our marketing on and stuff like that. And so again, just real quick here to go back to Alicia. The other thing is kids are free at our shows. So kids under 12 are free with paid adult, and also they get a Hot Wheels. So we'll be giving away Hot Wheels at the front. No Legos to give away yet. Sorry. So, okay. Let's see. PJ, Carlos's buddy, says he's got some box Legos at their booth. So that's more than, we probably have 10 booths of stuff of Legos, of box Legos.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot.
Okay, so let's see. You were asking me about what I'm going to bring. Okay, so behind me, I have a. Let's see. I'm going to be bringing some mask stuff. I have a Boulder Hill. I have 2 Boulder Hills, so I don't need 2 Boulder Hills. I need to get rid of a Boulder Hill. I think the only thing that it's missing is the hoses. So so if I don't have the box and the instructions with it, but I have a good, nice Boulder Hill. I have, let me see, I'm going to pull out a couple things here. I got
I'm bringing this, Jeff, real quick.
Okay. Well, I thought you're going to make a pile and then we'll come back to you. So what is it? This is an original
Trypticon.
What is that? Trypticon. Okay. And that has the styrofoam in there. Is the instructions of the stickers?
I'm not sure if the sticker sheet's in there or not, but everything else is in there. Yeah.
Okay. So you see a lot of the new ones. That's not a remake. That's the original. Okay. So we'll come back to you in a minute there, Mark. I'm just going to, I got to find a little, I don't know if I'm going to find all this stuff.
Carlos has to have that tail fin.
Yeah, I have it, but it's not really perfect. So, but this is a pretty nice Goliath. And let's see. It's got the figures. All right.
Nice.
I've got a complete Castle Grayskull with the box, actually. It's just not showing the box.
I offer 50.
Keep walking, buddy. Keep walking. See, I got all this stuff here. Instructions. Includes all of the cardboards.
Awesome, man.
And let's see. And we got the Terradrome. I don't know if you guys can see that. The Terradrome back there. I have a Terradrome. It's basically complete Terradrome. Most of the time, the Terradromes, the tabs are all busted up. But so this has one door with one crack on one swinging door. But other than that, it's a nice Terradrome. So I'll be bringing that for the show, and then I'll come back to some other stuff. What else you got there?
I was about good, man. I didn't know what else you had.
That's all you got?
Well, I have other stuff, but there's some show surprises, and
okay.
Yes,
DJ, you're gonna have to ask me on the electronics. I don't know what that means.
I think he might have been talking about the Trypticon. Yeah, it's new it's pretty much brand new in there. in the
Okay.
packaging. I think
I
Jeff's
was
gonna
kinda
want that
interested
Trypticon.
Yeah, I was kind of interested in that too. I might have to. Okay, yeah. Oh, Trypticon. Okay, he was talking about the Trypticon. Let's see. Now, one of my pinball guys was asking me about the Evel Knievel. I bought this in April. Been sitting here, but I may bring this. Somebody I know is looking for one of these, so I may bring this. So,
That's a really cool piece. I need one of those.
yeah, and yeah, it's really nice. Remember, we pulled it out, I think, right?
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
And then I just bought this a couple weeks ago, but I don't know. I might sometimes I buy stuff and then I go, well, did I really need that? I mean, I've got so a lot of you guys might know that I have an Iron Man pinball machine here at my house. So I've been buying these Iron Man Hot Toys Iron Man. So this is one that I got a couple weeks ago. It has the hologram Iron Man special edition.
It's awesome, man.
Hot Toys Iron Man. I haven't even opened it up at all since
That should be on the pinball machine.
Yeah, but it's so I'm some of this stuff I'm selling for let's see. And then finally, I don't know, a lot of you never want to sell anything, right? But sometimes I may actually, bring this. This is easy to bring.
That's nice.
Soundwave with the cassettes. This is a Toys R Us Takara.
That's really cool.
Hasbro version. So it comes with like the Energon cube. Hey man, you gotta fund those big Mark Moriarty purchases here. Okay.
There'll be a lot of other. Oh, go ahead.
We'll come back to okay. Oh, you got the more. Oh, I thought you might have sold that.
I have like a couple of these Sub-Zeros graded like 85 or 85 plus. Just have some other random graded stuff at the show.
We need to have that guy back at one of the maybe the retro show or something like that. He was really cool. All right, so now here's the question: is he actually bringing this stuff, or is just this stuff that he has?
Yeah, D-Biz. What are we talking about here?
Yeah, D-Biz.
Are we specific? You just named every toy brand. Like what?
Right.
What is
are you bringing it, or are you leaving it?
What does that mean to us?
Oh, this is coming. He says.
Okay. Okay. Big time, man.
He's bringing a blank. Okay, that's easily probably what. Well, I mean, graded. I don't even know, but ungraded, isn't that like $800? Somewhere in there. Silverhawks, Farm Boy Luke graded, TM Shredder graded, Carta Joe's, and Hasbro, some WWF, G1. Oh, that's good.
Sounds good, man.
Very cool, man. All right, well, I think this is going to be a pretty good show, man. The
Can't wait.
Buttons,
Can't wait.
bits and buttons there. They're they're going to be new. We've got another couple. We have at least 3 or 4 vendors that are coming from South Florida to come to this show. We've got people that are coming from South Carolina. We've got people from certainly Jacksonville and all over the state for this show. And again, this is our biggest event yet. The biggest event that we've done. We went from what we started out 2 years ago at 2,400 square feet, and now this is literally 20 times that space that we started out in. It's just mind blowing, not just mind blowing.
Impressive, man. Nice work.
We're going to have some artists, including Jennifer here, who's a regular of ours kind of now, but we are going to have, let's see, we're going to have Jennifer. We're going to have our friend Alan that is a regular with us he did our art. We're going to have some t-shirts. We're going to have some t-shirts of our where it has all the toys and it kind of has the Castle Grayskull in the background. We're going to have some of those t-shirts. available. And then we're also going to have, let's see, who else is there? We're going to have a new guy named Harry Williams, and we're going to have Ray, who not only does art, but he does custom figures. I'm hoping that, he makes these Vanilla Ice figures they look just like a packaged Ninja Turtles movie figure, and they're not cheap, but he makes these really cool figures, and then of course we're gonna have comics. We have at least I would say we've got about 6 or 7 comic specific vendors. Tom Rupp he's somebody that is out of town that I know of, and then who's not coming, and then we have a couple other people that but we do have at least, I would say, 7 comic book specific vendors at our show. And Sean Mayo, who has like 2 booths also by himself.
Sean Mayo bringing the thunder.
He's gonna have graded hotspot, carded. What is this?
He got a bunch. They got a bunch of those carded WWF figures.
Oh man, he's bringing those.
Yeah, Sean,
wow.
wait.
Were those LGNs or?
Those are. He showed a picture of those things online. They got a bunch of them.
Dude, I'm gonna be broke. I'm running the show. I'm not gonna have any money. Oh man, I gotta sell some of this stuff. So
I need that Donkey Kong Jr. behind you.
Huh?
I need that Donkey Kong Jr. behind you, right?
Okay. I gotta find you another Donkey Kong Jr. I mean, I can't wait to. Okay, so Hasbro's.
Yeah.
The WWF figures. Okay,
cool. Sean, I'm bringing you stuff too, man.
That's awesome. This is gonna be a really good show, man. Like some of you guys may think that I'm just doing this just for the show or whatever, but I love doing these shows. I love seeing people leave with stuff that they really like. If you guys say something to me about the show, I take things very seriously. I enjoy everybody coming to the show and just looking at all the toys, looking at the aisles and aisles of stuff that are there. That's just amazing to me. And just seeing how much fun kids have and parents when they're happy that they were able to buy something for their son or daughter at the show, and so this is a passion of mine, and I'm really glad that all of you that are on here and everybody that comes, I'm really glad that everybody is able to or everybody comes out, and I hope to continue that doing them for a long time. We are going to have we're going to have three shows. This show is the name is gonna change, and I know if Mark Draven was here, he would be complaining to me right now, and him and Tony. But I am going to be changing this. We were going to do some radio advertising earlier in the year, and they wanted to call it just the Florida Toy Show. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to change this to the Florida Toy Show starting in April. So we're going to do April and November again. And then we're going to have a show in July. Tampa Toy Con is going to be back, and it's going to be even bigger and better. And we love the fairgrounds. It's been great for us. But that's so when you see the show called the Florida Toy Show, it's the same show. It's just that we're going to be more focused on making this a big deal for people to come from all over the country, vendors. So they'll know, hey, this is the big show in Florida, because the show is, I'm not, and anybody that's on here that runs shows, and I respect everybody else's show, but we're a show that is very focused on toys for the most part. We're going to have our comic people, and we'll have some artists and stuff, but we're going to stick to the toys, and so I'm just kind of calling it like it is. So it is the biggest. This weekend will be the biggest toy show that I've seen, and I think that's in Florida. So So come on out and enjoy
I
a
love
great
toys.
weekend of toys, of toy
wait,
collecting.
It'll be awesome.
All right. Hey, thanks a lot for everybody for coming on and all of your all of your comments and questions. Feel free to comment on anything online, and we will answer you. You can also message us on our page if you have questions about the show. You can email us at floridatoyshows@gmail.com. Thanks a lot, guys, and have a good night. We'll see you this Saturday, 9 a.m.
Everybody.
All right, bye.